sure he needs no introduction, but I'll just give a little, a very short one. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody listening or watching right now, I have with me, in front of me, the super duper man who prayed a prayer with a song. His song will never be called old because every year is this year. And we all want this year to be good. We all want to be successful this year. We all want to live this year and the next year. And once it's next year, it's this year. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome the one and only Jaywon. What's up, bro? What's been happening? What's been happening?
I'm all right, man. I'm good. We know Corona is dealing with, all of us right now. But what can we do? The best we can do is to protect ourselves and stay safe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm good. I'm good. Working, and I've been working on this project, this body of work for a while now. So I'm finally done, and I'm about to shoot.
A full album or an EP?
It's a mixtape.
Or a
I don't want to call it an EP because I have more songs. I have 10 songs. So it's just a mix of different songs that I've been working on, for a while now. From Ajay, we call it Ajay the mixtape.
Okay.
Ajay, and we have all the other remixes, the Wazobia remix.
What do you mean by Wazobia remix?
We did Wazobia remix with Slatan, Fino, and Magneto.
So you did from the north, from the east, and
we have another remix with Barry G and Lighter, which is like the one that is everybody is conversant with, and the original one which I had Babakeke on it, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice one. So already we've jumped to what you've been up to. We jumped to what you've been up to. I'd say, how has it been being? You went from a signed artist to, should I say, an indie artist? So how has the transition been? How has it been not being under label? What are like the challenges? What's different?
Nothing much, For me, nothing much. Why? Because even while I was under the label, I was doing a lot for myself, So that's one thing I always advise every artist. Like, even when you are under a label, even when the label is spending so much money on you, you need to get used to spending money for yourself. Like,
okay.
It doesn't matter how much you're making, If you're making the smallest money, learn to invest on yourself from that small money you're making. Okay. Because a day will come when you will have to, do everything yourself. So for me, while on that label, I was spending a lot of money for myself. I was shooting almost all the videos.
Okay.
I can tell you, I shot almost all the major videos that you watch, me, most of the videos you watch on TV that is of Jaywon, So starting.
But why was it like? Why was that? Well, you just decided to do that,
because I wanted to move forward. I wanted to grow, and a lot of the times I was. Don't forget the label I was. We were like 8 or 10 of us at the time.
Yeah.
Okay,
so now I understand. So you making those kind of moves actually
making those moves,
give you
so
an
you
edge.
understand. I've been to a place one day and so I was shooting a video that I spent my own money shooting, and someone was right behind me saying, "What is wrong with this Kenny's music self? They are always shooting video for this J1. Is it the only artist? They should shoot video for all these other young artists. They are better than him." And I was just laughing. I didn't even talk. Because you do not know. Maybe you feel, and it's not as if they have a problem. A lot of people have problem with the label. I had problem at the point, but I was quick to actually understand that, it's a label. Everybody's doing business.
What was the problem?
And because I was spending a lot of money for myself, and I was not even at the point I was not getting what I, the respect that I was supposed to get for doing a lot of that for myself. I was not getting it, and my kind of person, I always feel like, if you want to move forward in this life, leave the complaint aside. Leave those things that will distract you from moving forward. Because you cannot move forward while you allow this talk and allow all these things. Because the time you're supposed to spend moving forward, you probably spend those times arguing.
Okay, so you were spending, even while you were signed to a label, you were still spending money on yourself. You were still spending your money. It's like what I tell some of these young artists these days, especially the ones who always come on my social media and saying, "Can I help them get a record deal?" I'm like, look, spend less time running after record companies. Spend more time investing in yourself.
Not just even investing
And
in
when I
yourself.
no, when I
You're
even say investing in
discovering.
yourself, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean take the first steps. Push your
Thank you.
music, record something, put it out there, so that
Thank
even
you.
when you now meet with a record label executive and you mention your name and your song, he'll be like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah, I think,
is that you?"
you know,
But not when you now meet somebody, you now say, "I can sing,
I can sing.
I can
I'm
rap."
tired. I'm even tired. These days, I think now they even stop actually just sending DM and commenting. Now they, all of them, I don't know where they get my emails from. Like, I get emails all the time, like, about sign me. I be like, it's not that easy.
At all.
I know you've invested money before, and no, a lot.
No, maybe
The
when you
last
start
guy,
your own show, you bring me on your show
that's
and I'll talk about my own.
the last guy, that I tried, pushing with my own money. It was a lot of,
And I
problem and all that.
remember.
I'd be like,
I remember that.
the day you said they wanted to leave, I said, okay. Oh. He said, you don't go. It's today.
And where is he today?
He's begging to come back. And I'd be like, yo, Bomo working in Leo, it's not as if you're telling me this.
Okay, for those that don't
one of
understand
the guys,
Yoruba, what does that mean?
when you say you want to come and you want to bring your child to come and greet me at home, it's not free. When you are going back, I was give the baby something. That's what I'm trying to say. I say if you say you want to come back to labor, it's not as if you are coming back to labor to bring money.
You're
You're
coming
back for me to start
continue spending money
again.
Exactly.
Over 12 million naira was spent before, and we're just starting. I'll be like, I'm spending this money. I have my own career too, and you're acting like this, and you're still making me feel like I'm not doing enough. And you say you want to leave, and I say, the same guy was one that was going to tell that and say it was as if he was waiting for me to say I don't want to do it again.
Okay, so it was as if immediately he said he wants to go.
You
You said he should
wants to
go.
go. I say, bro, it's no problem. So, but the young ones, I think a lot of them are like I always tell you need to rediscover yourself. It's not just about I have the talent. It's not just about I can sing. Everybody, we are lucky now because there's social media. You can use that platform very well to promote yourself. Because it's way more than just I can sing.
Talent is there's a book, I've forgotten the author. Talent is not enough.
It's never.
So it's not just all about talent.
It's never enough.
You need to be humble, you need to be hardworking, you need to be creative, and you need to be loyal.
Very, very loyal.
You need to be loyal.
Loyalty is a lot of things.
When you're loyal, your label, your friends will go all out for you when they know you're loyal. That's what a lot of young people.
Even some people will not. They don't even need to
understand.
sign you to invest. Some people will support you.
I've heard stories of. I've been doing this. What's happening with RuggedMan on Instagram live even before I decided to before I got ready to go big like this with it, and I've had cause to discuss with a few people who have told me about how they met an artist, started spending money on the artist even without signing the artist. But suddenly when they now say, okay, you know what, let's make it official, come and sign, then the artist just starts going like, give me some time.
Oh, man.
And then the next thing is, what are the incentives?
What are the incentives?
What are the incentives?
It's actually...
So what he's been doing before, the money he's been spending before, what's that?
I used to say something, I don't know, some people really get angry when I say a lot of the money, a lot of the investment people put down for artists. Some of them, their parents, their dad, their mom,
they don't give them that much money.
Even have the money, they can't spend that money on them. So in as much as I had problem from where I came from my own label, sometimes I always find it very hard to get mad at them. I had major problem. People don't even know. When I see some people complain about their label, I had issue.
What kind of issues?
Like different kind of issue. Money issue and all that. Even when I wanted to leave, we had different issue. When my contract expired, we still had issues. But sometimes I'd be like...
Any of it you want to talk about?
No, because it's talking about it for me is not going to change anything. I'm on my own. I'm doing everything.
Some others might learn from it so they don't have the same issues.
Some will get it wrong. You know why some will get it wrong? Because some will feel like when I have a problem with labor, fighting the labor will be the way forward. Because fighting the labor will delay you. You can't move forward. Person when they cut, they move forward. If you dey cut, you are going to court to go and fight your labor. All those time that you're supposed to spend
being creative and
you spend that
yourself.
time going to court. All those time you're supposed. One of the biggest problem any artist can have in this industry right now is distraction. Once you are distracted, you are in big trouble, bigger trouble. Okay, let's say you win case after 3 years. That 3 years, what makes you think some people still want to hear you when we have younger artists doing very well?
Buzzing.
So a lot of the times, if you are wise and you understand how these things work, whatever it is that will distract you from moving forward, if you can, let it go. Just let it go and move forward, because you can't. And most of these label owners, most of these CEOs, whether you like it or not, they are human. And I can tell you some artists today, they are buzzing, they have song, they have a popular song, but the label is still spending money. They've not started to make money.
Of course. One thing I really want a lot of artists, both young and old, to understand is that signing a record contract, I always joke when I say a record deal is not a poverty alleviation program. It's not to help your family solve its problem.
Babami, signing a new artist is like having a little baby, a child.
But you know why it's not you can't use the child issue.
Babami,
the child, you can't treat
the
child as a business.
If the artists they go out, they wear clothes, we they go for interview. If the clothes don't need, what do you do? Is that you go back to your wardrobe and go and bring
get something, or you buy.
Carry money, they go buy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, signing an artist, that's your brand. That's a brand. So yes, you need to do things such as clothing, shelter, feeding. Yeah, that's part of the business.
Now only your papa, mama work.
You understand?
When you go to clothing, eating, shelter, that is your father's. That's supposed to be your father's problem.
That's why I said signing a record deal is not a poverty alleviation program. And then again, I need them to understand another thing that.
But a lot of them sees like that.
Yeah, that's why I say. That's why I keep hammering. That's why I'm saying it over and over. They need to understand it is a business. Signing a record deal is a business. It's not a favor. Nobody is doing anybody a favor. If anybody is even taking a bigger risk, it's the record label.
It is.
Because if all you're bringing to the table is your talent, okay, take your talent now and go and join Billboard. I told one artist one time, I said, take your talent, go to the bank the next morning, go to the bank, walk in there, ask for the GM and tell him you want a loan because you have talent. If he gives you, then come back, I'll give you anything you ask for.
You don't forget.
You understand?
We have millions of those talents. In this
you understand? So I tell people that I tell all these young artists, if you get somebody who's interested in signing you, he's interested in working with you. He's interested in pushing you up. He's interested in your progress. But the business side of it also means he will make money, you will make money. But he's the one that's risking it all by investing in you. So the most you can do is respect the deal you sign. Play your part and let the label play its part. You should both check and balance yourselves. If the label is not doing what they're supposed to do, especially what's in the contract, tell them you're not doing this so they will know you know. And I also tell the labels, if your artist is not doing something right that they're supposed to do, tell them so they will know, especially on the money spending aspect. Now, this is another thing they need to understand. You're a label, you sign an artist, you want to shoot a video, even if it's 20 million, even if it's 500 naira, let the artist know so that the artist also signs off on it. So that if you're shooting a 2 million naira video, you both agree 2 million, you know it's on record. But so that everything knows, because at the end of the day, so that the label doesn't come to say, oh, we spent 16 billion, and you be like, how?
But for me, I don't know if I'm supporting the label too much. But you know, this relationship, the only way this relationship can work is for the artist to actually be flexible. A lot of the time,
flexible in what sense?
Flexible in all ways. Because about me, I'm just saying, I don't want to sound too much like I'm supporting the label. Because about me, once you start to give your label a problem, some label CEO will not go talk again. No.
Of course.
They go just look you.
You already said it earlier, they're human.
They understand. Once you start to make your label feel like, hey, why are you doing, how much are you doing this? Let me see what you're doing there. Some will just be like, so,
AKA, this one we're spending money on. Well, we have not even really spent money on. If we now spend money and
when
it blows now,
when it start blowing up, there will be trouble. So a lot of the times, my own is, I want to be blunt for every up and coming artist coming, if that relationship must work, you must be the one to be flexible. You must be the one to try and not please the label, but try a little to respect.
Not a little. Respect the label.
Because I see some, bro, I don't, the things where I don't hear, a lot of things that I be like, bro, do you even care about your talent at all? Do you want to grow? I know of a guy that he's so lucky that he always get other people to sign him. He's been to 3 different labels. And I be like, do you know how many people out there that are looking for just one? You fight this one and you still get another opportunity.
You fight that one.
See, today, this guy, all the talent and all the, all the love that people get and the belief that people, had for him, like this guy is going to blow big one day. He's gone because now no matter how talented you are, there also one day in a year's time or a few months' time, another young talent will come. And nobody's talking about you again. So every little opportunity that you have, to showcase your talent, always respect those people involved.
And the industry is like a small village. No matter who you fight, even if he's lucky to get a second or a third, I don't think he's gonna get any more.
That guy, I told him
because everybody already knows
face to
about
face.
it.
I say, yo, bro, this thing you are doing, you're jumping from one label to another. I say, it's only a fool that will invest money on you again. Because me, if I have money, I will not invest my money on you. Why? Because each time you fight this label, you go around saying
things about
that other label. So me, you're only telling me that if me and you, if I should sign you today, if I should invest my money on you today, this is the same thing you're going to say about me. So you say you understand. But my own is, as an artist, as a talented person, as a creative person, anybody that is giving you their time. I'm not even talking money now. Like say, okay, you need to, so let me cop this person for you. Oh, you are going out, you don't have a car, take my car. Oh, I get somebody to bring clothes for me. Buy you shoe. Those are the people you should respect the most. Because there are 1,000,001 people talent out there. So anybody that is supporting you, is showing you love, whether this person is spending money or he's just investing his time, whether manager, whether a young guy just following you everywhere. Those are the people you should respect and and show love. Because all of us, whether you not only get dreams, everybody get within they worry them. So anybody will invest their own time on you, you got to respect them and they show them that love and respect back.
What do you think about this whole the reason there's a common excuse a lot of young artists who fight with their labels give? They listen to somebody. What do you say to that?
Plenty of them I don't know. I don't want to be rude. Because the first thing is, I don't know if it's an adage that is saying in Yoruba that Ole to lo nfe ba e tule kun le ese. You know one do. When a thief promised to help you fix your door, and you are now jumping around, you know you are killing yourself. Because he will fix the door in a way that he will be able to
come back and break
it. Whoever, as an artist, anybody that's advising you, you ask yourself first, what can this person do for me?
Thank you.
Somebody's advising you, the person you need 10,000 today, he cannot bring you the 10,000.
But he's not advising
you. He's advising you against somebody that's spending millions of naira on you. You don't understand.
No, and I like the direction we're going with this because yes, both of us are I'm older than you, but both of us have been long in the industry. I like the direction this is going, and then especially because we've been, though I'm older than you, but we've both been in the industry.
Green, your look no green. Your look is working for you.
Not good.
That's why now they will think say no more exchange now.
No, I'm okay like this. It's okay. I like the fact that both of us have been in the industry long enough to actually know what we're talking about.
But not long enough, not compared to your own.
No, but when we add both, it's been long enough for anybody out there listening to know that we know what we're talking about. So when we say we're talking to young artists out there, we know what we're saying. We're not trying to misguide you in any way, but we just need you to understand that signing a contract, take it to a lawyer, go through it. Anything you don't understand, ask the label. And then, sincerely speaking, respect the contract once you sign it. And then try as much as possible to ask the label to be transparent with you as much as possible. Be a friend, but also be a business partner because a contract is a business. Anyways, I still have Jaywon here. And I want to go into real quickly, because there's not too much time. I want to find out now, how has life been with you during this whole lockdown? I know you had an incident a few weeks ago, and I want you to talk about it a bit. Okay, well, sorry, I'm not American artist, so I'm using American accent. So, Jaywon, during this lockdown, there's been not the lockdown per se, I'll say the curfew end of it. I know you called me at, what time was that?
It was in the morning.
Was it morning that you called me, or when it was happening? Okay, it was the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, just tell us what happened, really, from when it started to now.
Okay, it was just funny because around that time I was actually always on my Instagram. If I'm not doing live, I'm making videos and telling people to stay safe, and make sure you stay at home, Okay. But this thing happened that, one of my guy was around, and I needed to see him, and there was coffee, which was, at 8 p.m. Everybody needs to be home.
Yeah.
And so and it was gonna leave very early the next morning, So the only way for me to be able to see him is to leave that night.
Okay.
And yes, I explained this to almost all the police I met on the road from Jakonde till I get to Dolphin Estate.
Was it Dolphin you were going to?
Yeah, no, I was going to Ikeja.
Oh, you're coming from the island to the mainland.
So, and I met this particular, lady who was the one, heading the checkpoint, So
where was this?
Dolphin Estate, under the bridge.
Okay, that bridge.
The bridge. So, I was stopped, but because I was using the face mask and I was,
You had a hat on or something?
I mean, a face cap on as well, so nobody knew, and I was so embarrassed that this is problem. I can't be on Instagram, preaching for everybody to stay at home, and I'll be in this mess. So I was trying to beg. Right there, I saw how they let some people go. Some people, you stop some people, you allow some people to go. So I was begging. For over an hour, I was still there begging. And then at the end of the day, I had to you start and introduce myself and say, sorry, man, this is who I am, last. After like an hour, so I'm sorry, I don't want to be in this kind of mess, but I'm in already. The only way to go is to beg. Since I say, because you're even popular, that's why we even delay you more.
Because you're even popular.
I still say, I know. I was begging. I was really, really begging. But I was still hoping that, okay, some people will beg, she will let them go, And at a point, she just changed it. Some people, she took their car and collect their car key and give to some other people. They would drive the car to the police station. And she did that with a few people. And she looked at me again and go angry. I said, don't follow me again. Don't beg me again. I said, madam, please. She got angry. I said, where's the car key? I gave it to her. They drove my car away. So I was still there, begging. This begging lasted for about 2.5 hours.
This was from what time?
This was because I left home to 9,
Okay.
past 8, or either to 9 or past 9. In between that time, that was when I left home.
Okay.
So when it was 12, there was a pregnant woman with us. So she asked the pregnant woman to get in a car, in our truck, And
in whose truck? In the officer's truck?
Officer's truck. Okay, she's going to the station. That we should come to the station.
Wait, was the pregnant woman in your own car?
No.
She had her own
other
car.
People. She stopped a lot of people.
Okay.
So she left. We didn't know where the police station even was. Someone among us said he knows that we should follow him. So they had 2 gates. There was the faster one. We get to that one. They locked all of us and didn't let us enter the gate.
Okay, hold on. They took your car. They didn't tell you information about which police station they were going to. They just drove off. So if somebody there hadn't told you, he knew what station.
What the station is, we didn't know. But although it was written, maybe I didn't pay attention. It was written on the truck.
Yeah, but you didn't even have to read any information on the truck. They were supposed to let you know.
To let us
but
know.
anyways, so which police station was it?
It was Dolphin Estate. Okay. Dolphin Estate. So we got to that gate. They locked the gate. They didn't let us inside the gate. So why did you ask us to, follow you? And then we got to that gate. Even the security there was rude. And I was just trying to hold myself. I did not want to shout. I did not want to argue. I was, honestly, when you are holding yourself, don't shout. You are wrong. Don't make any sin. You are wrong. So I didn't raise my voice. Even the security at the gate, they even ruled past the police guys.
As the Dolphin Estate security.
So I had to start calling people. I know the former deputy chairman, to that local government, his kid brother, is my friend. So I called that one. I started calling everybody. And there was another councillor that I knew. I called that one too. They said, that woman is Pepe. It will not work. So I said, okay, let's try the other gate. We got to that gate. They said the woman had already called them and that they should not allow anybody into the estate. So now...
Did she have a right to do that?
That is, you don't understand. So now you took my car and you left me stranded. Okay, there was some other guys that they took their car to. I noticed one of them that I've seen the guy somewhere, and then I found out it was another artist's assistant. So the car was actually another artist's car, which I don't want to call his name now.
Why don't you want to call the name?
Because he didn't get arrested. I got arrested at the end of the day.
Yeah, but he wasn't the one in the car now.
He was not the one.
Was the artist in the car?
It was not. It was just the assistant. It was Dremo's car.
Okay.
So those ones were trying to do gra gra gra. I say, not here. This woman is not going to take it.
This is not hip hop.
So don't do this. They were shouting. They were doing everything. I said, no. Those ones, they said they want to carry their car. Those ones say no, they will not carry their car. They will rather drive the car
themselves. Okay.
So they allow those ones drive their car into the station. Then they allow them out. So I mean, so what's going to happen? They say they lock the gates. They can allow you come outside. You cannot get into the estate. So after making all those calls, I got another person that said, okay, we should go through the other gate. We got to that other gate. Those guys were in the car with me because David's bouncer was also with it.
Who's David?
David's bouncer.
Oh, okay.
So it was the one that came to come and rescue the guys. So I said, so Baba, you are here. I said, are they here too? I said, go use your car. So we used the car. I wanted to get through to the other gate. They said the DPO had already called that they should not let us inside. So what to do? No Uber, no Taxify. I only had one on my phone with me, and what am I gonna do? So I'm in the middle of nowhere. So the only option I had was to talk to those guys, then follow them.
That's Dremo's
people. Okay. To follow them, they were in our apartment around that area. So I followed them. And they were right there. I was thinking, what can I do? Even though I got them to bring, another car from the house, they can't move. There's curfew.
Yeah.
And I was alone. And that's like the first time I'm going out by myself this year. I don't go out by myself, my waka. So I was so confused. I didn't know what to do. I was just there thinking, and I was at the apartment. David was at the apartment too. They were just laughing, and we talked. He said, don't worry. In the morning, we'll go and settle this thing, blah, blah, blah. So I couldn't even sleep. There was studio. I couldn't even really do anything. Then the next morning, I went back to the station with me and the bodyguard. We got to that station, the way they chased us in the morning. The way they chased us, it was as if we were animals and all that. So I lost it. How now? How? She's an elderly woman. And that was what pissed me off. I'd be like, in Yoruba, you have kids. You left me stranded in the middle of nowhere at night and I'm here in the morning and you're still going to treat me like this? Is not done. What if someone, what if your children find themselves somewhere, or find themselves in trouble or find themselves in a kind of situation? What will happen? What do you think will happen? Do you think they will be happy? I was angry.
So what happened?
So she got mad. I said, who is that? Blah, 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 blah. They say, oh yeah, carry him. So they sent those guys, from nowhere, they carry me, they put me inside the truck. They carry him to Panti. It was not just this thing was more police brutality. It's not, bro. I had a picture of everything. It was not, even not because I was trying to block that, they were punching me like I see they were punching a thief.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I sent everything to the lawyer. It was as if at that point in time, probably maybe I'm an armed robber or something. The only thing is you have mind to talk to our madam, our mother, our this, like that.
So they just wanted to change your name from Jaywon to Jaywon.
I swear down, man. If you can do this, my own is if you can do this to me, do you know other people? Do you know how many people you guys have been doing this to?
Anyways, we thank God we can laugh about it now and we complain about it now heatedly. But at the same time, you were wrong for breaking curfew. Noted.
No, I didn't.
No, for breaking curfews.
Yeah, I didn't listen.
No, don't worry. I'm not.
I
I'm
didn't
not
deny that.
complaining.
Even
No,
in
no, that's what I'm saying.
the statement they asked me to write, even on my statement, they could not even rewrite. They could not even correct anything because at that, what is there to hide? It was not as if I didn't explain. It was not as if I didn't. It was not as if it didn't even let some people go right in front of me there.
So why was your case?
Why was my own case different?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe you broke your heart somewhere. You just don't know.
Broke
You don't
heart.
remember. We're still. Let me not say. I want to say we're still praying, but we need to stop praying and start acting, or add acting, taking action alongside prayer. So now, music-wise, entertainment-wise, what you have to say yourself and to people out there.
Man, music wise, you guys should just wait for this mixtape, that we're working on, and definitely in the mixtape we see have Sorrow, we have Ajay, we have Family, which is the new video that we just released with Qdot. So you guys should just watch out for amazing, records. We have featuring from the north to the east. We have this another song with Umo Biligbo from the east. We have with Ali Jita from the north to this Kano. Nice. So we have different, major collaboration on this project, which I know everybody will love. So you just look out for it. It's gonna be out in if not let's say about a month. So you guys should just get ready.
Cool, nice one. Thank you very much, Jaywon, for coming on What's Happening with RuggedMan, and wish you the best of luck. I feel we're telling you that like a presenter, but it is what it is. Thank you very much for coming on What's Happening with RuggedMan, and watch out for the Jaywon mixtape, the new one. So much is coming out. Nigeria got it locked. Boosh.